some of my favorite paintings are the ones where the characters are a bit more cartoony, but are rendered fairly 3D, very three-dimensional and realistic. My favorite piece, and you're going to have a harder time finding it, was the cover for a Dragon Dice boxed set called Battle Box. It's a bunch of elves and dwarves fighting atop a castle tower, and in the background, this big red dragon's coming over the top to get them all. And that kind of represents when I'm painting the way I want to paint. That's how I paint.
So do you feel like you've been directed to paint in a way that's sort of not what you would have chosen, I guess?
Well,
not asking this question. It's just kind of, you understand what I'm trying to ask.
Oh, I know what you're saying. One of the things I developed very early on was the ability to work in a lot of different styles. So whether it was cartoony or realistic, black and white, I was a professional artist, and I worked to produce content that made my client happy.
And that's all for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I should be back next week with part 2 of my interview with Janelle. Lots of great stuff coming up, especially for you fans of the ColecoVision, so stay tuned for that. As always, I want to thank everyone who has supported the show. It really means a lot to me, guys. If you'd like to make a donation, contribution, or use my special GOG affiliate link, just go to armchairarcade.com, look for the Matt Chat link there at the top. Takes a few seconds and really means a lot of makes a big difference to the show. So thank you very much for that. Now, what about that ale of the week? So the ale of the week is this little number here, Captain Crompton's Pale Ale. This is brewed by the Epic Brewing Company in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's made with Cascade hops and is 5.8% alcohol by volume, so not too bad. So let's get this open and see what Captain Crompton has to offer. All right, so I got some of the Captain Cromptons in the drinking horn here, so I want to give this a smell. You know, I'm sniffing this thing like a rat and just not detecting anything at all. It's if it has a smell, it's very light. You know, it kind of worries me. This might be kind of watery, actually, but I'm going to drink this, but first I want to toast all of you dads out there. Happy Father's Day. Okay, let's try out this Crompton's. So it's got kind of it's smooth, a little bit of bitterness, very mild. I don't taste any alcohol here. I don't really taste much of anything, much of anything really. This is a very mildly flavored ale. It's very drinkable. You know, so maybe if you're the type of person that doesn't like a strong ale, doesn't like a lot of flavor, this would be a good choice for you. Unfortunately, I'm the opposite. You know, I like a lot of flavor in my ale, so I thought I would start ranking the beers on a scale of 1 to 5. So right now, I would give this maybe a 2 out of 5. You know, so not terrible. You know, I'm not going to send it back. You know, anything like that, but. There's lots of ales out there that are much better than poor old Captain Crompton. You know, that said, it's starting to grow on me. All right, how about that quotation? Now, this is a great quotation. I love this one. It's from Aristotle, who is one of my favorite philosophers of all time. And it goes something like this. Dignity is not the possession of honors, but rather the deserving of them. See you guys next week.
Here's your problem. Normal people are not psychologically equipped to catch mice. You have to get inside their mind. You have to know what they want, need. You have to think like a mouse.